When people think about dieting, they tend to think about it from an optimistic perspective instead of a realistic one. For example, they're optimistic that they can cut out carbohydrates, they're optimistic that they can go without chocolate, they're optimistic that they can ditch the booze, whereas if you take it from a realistic approach, it's much more likely you're going to set in parameters and a protocol in general that you can actually stick to. For example, you could set yourself the optimistic target of having a Ferrari in 2 years' time, but the realistic nature is you work at Tesco's on the checkout and it may not happen. Now don't get me wrong, there needs to be a fundamental basis of optimism when you first start dieting, but it can also take you down the wrong road. Look at January. Everybody's optimistic in January about losing weight going into the new year. Why? Because everybody else is doing it. And that gives us that optimism, that gives us that hope that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. But we've got to be realistic. If you spent 10 Januaries every single year going, this is the year I'm going to lose weight, and you're practicing the same protocol over and over and over again, you potentially need to add a little bit of realism in there and go, well, hang on a second, I did this 9 times in a row, so perhaps it's probably not going to work this time. What you need to do is be honest with yourself. Can you honestly see yourself not having chocolate in 6 months' time? Can you honestly see yourself not having chocolate for the rest of your life? Can you honestly see yourself never having a McDonald's again, or never having carbohydrates again? Even in the smallest faction, no potatoes, no rice, no bread? Really? Say you get invited to a friend's wedding, can you honestly see yourself never having alcohol again? You know, it's your daughter's wedding day, and you're going to go, nope, I'm not having alcohol because 20 odd years ago I committed to get rid of booze because of my abs. Let's be honest, having a six-pack, having a great physique is not going to be enough to stop you in that moment of weakness from going, oh, go on, just one won't hurt. So why don't you plan a protocol that actually factors in those foods and things? Why don't you plan a protocol that actually allows you to have those things, but in moderation, and therefore there is no restriction and there is no I can't have that, and you can live life like a normal person as opposed to restricting yourself left, right and centre for the sake of being able to see your abs. Definitely something to think about the next time you're choosing your dieting protocol. Be a realist, not an optimist.